Okay. What is your opinion on the Flint water crisis?
My opinion is, and something that I hear a lot is that there's issues going on all across the nation, right? But that's not what we're worried about. We need to be worried about on how the government acted, right? The delay of action, and now we have all these people who are in severe condition in the long run. Children, 1,800 children in the long run, who now are suffering from the effects of the Flint water crisis. So it's just shameful that our government acted so slowly on it.
What was the bill that was just passed?
So we had two bills that were just passed.
Okay.
One, I'm going to say them in order of the action that will be taken, that just passed the green, just signed, is to put in place preventive measures that would go around monthly to check water treatment facilities, other hotels, other sorts of infrastructure, and check the water and make sure there isn't any form of poisoning. The second bill that was passed is a fail-safe. It provides, it addresses funding a committee that would be in place to address the certain damages of the crisis. And so those are the main parts of the bills that people have focused on, and as the key component.
Do you believe these bills will effectively help Michigan as a whole?
I do. Especially the preventive bill. It's something that it's public. It is publicly distributed, all the information. If there is something found, the water system is shut off for 48 hours, right, to make sure no one can provide access. And there are measures that can be put in place where the state would then provide some form of water, or consumers, residents could purchase water for themselves. The other bill essentially has elected committee or elected officials and appointed officials within departments of Michigan addressing the crisis, not an emergency manager. One thing that we did want in the preventive bill, which did not get passed, was removal of emergency managers for all water costs within the state of Michigan. Did not get passed, got struck out of the bill.
All right. What would you like to see come out of this bill?
Well, I would love to see the legislature at least model some form of action taking apart this. Yes, they have assessed and they have taken some form of action. But they've taken only on the infrastructure. They haven't taken action on the children, what will be done in the long run, and how are we now going to adjust the city of Flint for these damages.
Was there a lot of debate and changes made trying to get this bill passed?
The bill for the preventive bill did have a lot. We monitored each debate. It was very stressful. We were on high tension, but it did have a lot of support. There were some issues that were somewhat middle school, and one thing I do believe that needs to be addressed was that we knew the original drafted bill when I saw it initially. I did not author it at all, but when I did see it, that it was going to be amended. And I wished the legislative chambers utilized that more than they had. And there was one that was very crucial to it, which would watch trends over 6 months. But that is something I wish was taking place.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.